this on long enough for you to realize that I work for Oracle. So instead, I thought that I'd take you back to my 30th birthday party. Some of you were actually there. It was a great night, a lot of friends, a lot of dancing. And I was thinking about that one when I was thinking about Java turning 30 in 2025. I hope Java then will be taught in schools, as it is now, that it's ported to all the platforms that are there in the future, and that there are all these crazy research projects going on with crazy, weird language features for Java at that time. And today I'm going to talk to you about what I see will take it there and how OpenJDK can take it there. So Java today, 2014, 19 years of age, if you think about May 23rd, 1995 as the birth date of Java. It was when it was announced in California on a conference there. And today it's about 9 million developers on Java. It's installed on 3 billion devices everywhere. Your Twitter servers run it. You have it on your Blu-ray players at home, PlayStations, on your desktops, bank servers everywhere. Millions of users every day is influenced by the Java software platform. There are even other languages running on top of the JVM. Know nothing about that, but in the other rooms I've heard that they're talking about Scala and JRuby and everything else. So Java is today considered as the #1 software platform. OpenJDK is the community that will drive it forward and take it into the future, because the community is innovative and creative and diverse. And we're all part of it somehow. So OpenJDK is the open source implementation for Java. It's an open source project that has been around since 2006, when Sun Microsystems actually made it open. And it is for Java Standard Edition and all its related projects. It's surrounded by a community that is huge internationally and diverse, and that's why it will stay relevant. I'm Cecilia Borg. I work for Oracle as a product manager and with responsibilities for OpenJDK as well. And you can see my Twitter handle if you have any questions or if you want to follow what I think about OpenJDK. My OpenJDK career started when I joined the JRocket engineering team in 2002 here in Stockholm. That was very exciting. JVMs is a very interesting technology, and I was in the engineering organization for 10 years before I switched to product management 2 years ago and started working with the open source community for Java, the OpenJDK instead. And in 2010, something happened. Oracle acquired Sun, and suddenly we were part of the whole big Java platform organization. And the Java Stockholm office is currently the second largest office in the Java platform development group. So that's pretty cool, being here located, working from the München Bryggeriet, and being part of the #1 software platform. I have a colleague coming from Sun Microsystems, or several colleagues, and this is one of them. He's called Brian Getz, and he lives in California. In 2009, Mark Reinhold announced at Devox that he wanted to start a project called Project Lambda, introducing Lambda expressions into the Java language. This proved to be quite a big of a project. It affected all parts of the Java platform, the JVM, the language, the libraries, and this man, Brian Getz, stepped up to lead the project. So Brian Getz is the project lead. And Project Lambda is one example of where the open community actually contributes a lot. Because over the years of Project Lambda, tens of thousands of emails have been exchanged on the Lambda development list. People talking about getting feedback to, trying it out, suggesting different features, debating and flame wars and all that belongs within an open, innovative community. So one day, Brian contacted me and said, there's this guy, I don't know who he is. He calls himself Bitterfox, and he's done so many good contributions on the mailing lists. Over and over again, he has kind of called out different things that are wrong, and he's proven why, and it's been so valuable to us. We want to do something to encourage him to continue to contribute into OpenJDK. So, Cecilia, can you just try to track him down? And so I did, and this Bitterfox person, he turned out to be a high school student from Tokyo in Japan. And he had caught interest in Lambda and contributed on the mailing lists. So we kind of put together a small kit, a small Duke kit with a Duke doll and a couple of books and a note from Brian Getz, kind of encouraging him. So we hope that he will contribute a lot more into OpenJDK. And as he's in high school now, we hope that he kind of develops into, really is born into this and contributes more. And now Project Lambda is actually on its way out. March 18 is the date where Java 8 will be released with this huge change to Java. So the three of us all met through OpenJDK, and another friend I have within OpenJDK is Mario Torre from Italy, originally. He works for Red Hat, based in Germany nowadays. And he started out in open source, have been active in the GNU open source project for a long time. He was there when OpenJDK was born and has followed it ever since. He now works as a senior engineer at Red Hat. He's tech lead for the project Thermostat, which is an open source alternative to the Java Management Console, Java Mission Control that is being developed here in Stockholm. So they've been working 2 years on it now, and I've been following the development. And it's very, very interesting to see its development and see what becomes of it. So now we have two, an open source and a proprietary version. Mario and I worked together on the free Java dev room at the open source conference FOSDEM that was this weekend in Brussels. So he's heavily involved, and also his company, in this. So there are individuals contributing into OpenJDK, and there are individuals working for corporations contributing into OpenJDK. And this is an excellent collaboration platform for industry leaders, hard competitors in the IT industry, to actually work together for something. So these are some of the corporations that work. So we have Oracle doing a main part of the major platforms for Java. Twitter is having their engineers working on, for example, the JVM GC to make that better. IBM and SAP, they have a port for PowerPC and AIX. And Red Hat is currently working. They've been working for 2 years and going to release their beta version of the 64-bit version of ARM to the ARM processor. So there's a lot of things happening, and none of these corporations would have taken Java to all these platforms where Java exists today. And OpenJDK provides a collaboration place and forum for them to actually work together for something. Even if none of them would have the business plan to do it themselves, the whole thing. OpenJDK isn't just any open source project. You can't just march in and kind of contribute your code. It affects millions and millions of users daily, so you need rigorous security, stability screening of everything going into it. So when you start out in OpenJDK, someone else needs to commit your code. Someone else who's trusted within the community, who can look through your code, see that it's properly tested, and then check it in for you. And this could look like this. This is a commit note. And what you see, and I've red circled it, is that it's contributed by someone called Werner Dietel, who's either sent it to some mailing list or contributed in some other way. And the user JJG has taken it on, tested it, and make sure that it's has the quality level good enough, and then checked it in. But as you can see, in the check-in note, Werner gets credits for this. And as his credits add up, he can actually be voted into the OpenJDK as a committer or finally a reviewer. So this is how you kind of evolve into OpenJDK. If you don't know where to start, there is a community initiative called Adopt OpenJDK. And it comes from, it's initiated by the London Java community, a Java user group in London, gathering about 3,000 members. And they have weekly meetings, and they have different hackathons and test fests and whatnot. And their aim is to assist people that want to contribute into OpenJDK but are not yet part of OpenJDK. So they find small things and trivial things like fixing big build warnings or Java-C things or Java-doc things for people to try out during one Java user group evening to learn the infrastructure and how things work before you do something yourself. So in that way, the community outside OpenJDK can try it out to see if it's something for them. And as of December 19th last year, the Adopt group is actually an official group in OpenJDK. So the London Java group community consists of people who actually care about OpenJDK. And if they see something that they feel is wrong, they do something to change it. So Stephen Colburn, he had his own Java DateTime API that he distributed. And a couple of years ago, he decided to kind of take it on for real in OpenJDK with a couple of friends from the London Java community. And they've worked their butts off to actually provide the rest of us with a proper a API. And it's actually committed now, and it will be released March 18 with the rest of the Java 8 platform. So this is a big thing and a great example of how OpenJDK commitment can actually work. I'm very impressed by these guys. I mentioned infrastructure before, that you might need some help to get started, and for example, the Adopt OpenJDK group can be that start. So this is the infrastructure of the bug system that was opened last year. In the Jira instance that's actually open. And we also have an open wiki system, and we have an improved build system, and we're doing constant improvements for the infrastructure as it speaks. If you want to start just seeing where things are happening, I encourage you to look at the mailing lists. There are currently 20 groups in OpenJDK and also 45 different projects, and each of these have their own mailing lists. And anyone can subscribe to them to see what the discussions are, who the stakeholders are, what they're discussing, to see if it's something for you, and you can see if you can contribute. And as you can see here, it's the loads over everyone is about 1,400 messages per month, excluding .oracle and @sun.com addresses. So, and it's increasing. OLO is an open source portal to measure open source projects. And you can see here the number of commits. And the peak just before 2014, I think that is the feature complete milestone. That's where kind of a lot of things went in, just before that milestone. And it's kind of slowly increasing, as is the number of contributors as well. So over the past 12 months, we've had 200 contributors contributing into OpenJDK source code. So OpenJDK needs all of us. It needs everyone in this room to add to its diversity, to make sure that it stays innovative and creative, because that's what we need to take Java into the future. What it does for you is also that you will gain better understanding of the Java platform, and that will make you write better Java code. You can actually also influence the direction of Java. You will extend your network. You will learn a lot of good people, a lot of Java experts and smart people, and it will increase your value on the market. Imagine the employer, your future employer, when you say that you've actually committed a patch to OpenJDK that will be available the next Java update. That's significant value to any employer doing Java development. I'm going to talk more about this tonight on the OpenJDK BOF, together with Heather Van Cura from the JCP organization office at Oracle, and hopefully Martin Verburg from the Java user group, if he finds his passport. It's 8 p.m. in room C1, and we're going to have a great discussion there, I think. So, back to my party. Imagine the party when Java turns 30, and imagine the party when Java turns 50. And I hope that I see you all on that party. And until then, I hope to see you on the mailing lists. Thank you so much.